Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for another review on a special edition book released by Yum Press. Welcome once again. I don't want to call it a light novel because it's not really a light novel. It is a special edition book that is released or is releasing by Yum Press here in the U.S. The special work of Kaoru Mori. Now, I'll talk more about the author and also about what the whole book is about. But before anything, thank you to Yum Press for sending me a copy to review. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. You guys can check out more reviews of Yum Press here in my channel, as well as again on Easy Press, and now also J Novel Club that I'm receiving copies to review for. So check those out. There's a lot of them releasing, more to come as well. So make sure you're giving love to all of those. Check out EM Press online. They do release and do a lot for the community. So it is one of the companies that I not just because they send copies, because obviously that's a good thing, but above that, I've always supported EM Press above a lot of the other companies here in the US because they're the ones that release the most diverse cat yeah catalog compared to like this media, which is mainly shonen, and we have you know Kadansha, which is a lot of shojo, and there's a lot of different ones that do kind of their own thing. Seven Seas usually focuses on more darker series and stuff like that. So um, Yum Press has a good widespread catalog, and they continue adding more and more to it. And companies that branch out of Yum Press, so great company. So Scribbles is one of those things that most companies wouldn't even think of releasing here in the U.S. And that's because it is not really a manga nor a light novel. It's definitely nothing to read, but more to admire. Now, in the inside of this book, it does say, in the setting volume, Kaori Mori, author of the award-winning series A Bright Story, and Emma, shares work from her personal collection of sketches and concept drawings. From familiar characters and settings to illustrations drawn from Mori's own interests, Scribbles is a fascinating glimpse behind the scenes and into the sketchbooks of one of Japan's most beloved characters. So I don't know if this is volume one of different authors or volume one of this one author, but I do know that they're gonna have multiple of this because it is volume one. Um, yeah, I haven't heard of these two stories. Emma obviously is from Jane Austen, that then was picked up by this author and made into a manga. If you haven't seen it, I think they have a like the whole thing in one big uh omnibus book, so you guys can buy the whole thing at once. But you can also, I think, buy it in different volumes. I'm not quite sure on that, but I know I've seen the big one for sure. A Bright Story is another one, great series. Obviously, it won awards. You do get a lot of the scenes that you kind of see throughout the manga. She kind of has a little bit of information for each one. Like this is a good scenery of Emma that was penciled out. You have characters that were, created and had to be formed. Obviously, Emma is a such a well-known story throughout the world, especially in the Western Hemisphere. So she had to really put emphasis on not just the characters themselves, but how they dress, how they looked. It's not, especially someone who's from the East Hemisphere, not an easy task. So a lot of these sketches were done in the hopes of trying to do the best of taking care of well-known characters. And again, if you don't know who Jane Austen is, one of the biggest female authors from her time and for centuries, to be honest, pioneer author for women, and did wonders for the literature community. So there is other stuff that she drew just for her. So I would say 75% is stuff that was released. Some of that other stuff is stuff that wasn't released. So it's, there's a bright story, and then there's Emma, and there's quite a bit of stuff. Now, another thing that I like about this, because it's a very decent price for what you get. You're getting intel from this well-known author. If you love this author, I recommend you to have this in your collection. The other thing is it also is hardcover. There's special books that Yen Press releases, and other companies as well, that sometimes are not hardcovered. And I think for stuff like this, you gotta always almost have hardcover, because the people that are buying this are people that are fans of either A, the author, or B, the series. And you want a better quality. So it is a hardcover. If you take off the sleeve, you have this nice dark brown book. It does have the name here. So if you place it on your bookshelf like this, you can still tell what it is. Or you can keep the cover. I personally like to keep the cover, but I do keep all my hardcovers together. That way I know where my hardcovers are. But it is a great addition to anyone's collection, especially if you're a fan of this author, Kaoru Mori. So that is it, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Check out Yem Press and their side companies as well. Thank you for your love and support. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing as well. And I will see you guys next time on the next review. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.